so I just set this up with a buddy, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is going to be it. I've got a friend who's got a big old belt sander, 30 inches wide, and he said that I can put this through. So after all this, I'm going to put a thin strip of this color, black walnut, not this kind, on the outside. Run it all the way around. This is going to go all the way around as well, including across here. I'm going to do butt joints, and I'm going to do pocket holes. And for anybody who hates pocket holes, I don't care. Anyways, that's what I'm going to be starting on here sometime soon. This is, so far, the lamp. Put a couple of clear coats on it. I think it's looking pretty fantastic. Just got the box up, so that way it looks like, kind of like what it's going to look like when it's up against a wall. I'm going to build the shade on it. Alright, I'll keep you informed. Me and a buddy just got another shop. So, for right now, it's kind of storage for the boat, but there's also woodworking. So, I brought over a bunch of my stuff, including everything for the table. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to work on the table. I just put a new blade in this Rockwell, and I'm going to build a sled to go in these rails. Because, yeah, we're going to do big things, you know. That is my progress. I'm about to start ripping down my walnut. So I apologize that I don't have a stand or an extra hand to hold this phone in a way that you could watch me work, but I'm not going to record me running this with a phone in my hand. I'm sorry. So maybe one day I'll put my big boy pants on and get a real camera or something. Until then, this is what we're stuck with, you and me. So I'm going to start ripping these down. Once again, I'll show you the progress. Anyways, so I got to throw a few more clamps on this, but it's basically what I've come up with. It's going to be 2, and then 2, and then 2, and this set is actually going to be lower. And then I've got one that I'm going to run, a piece of maple that I'm going to run underneath. It looks pretty darn good. You can't really see right now, but like I said, I got to throw a few more clamps on there and go get my other clamps and finish cleaning up. And then wait for these to dry, and I'll probably be back, I don't know, tomorrow, maybe later today. And yeah, do some more stuff. Alright, I got those all glued up and such things and stuff and whatnot. I got them clamped together, obviously. That's how you clamp a board that's bigger than your clamps. You just get more clamps. And I'm just about to flush cut this. I'm going to mount this piece of maple with those 2 clamps and then run my skill saw along that line. I just wanted to update you. I'm going to do the same thing down here later on today. I'm going to go run these through a planer and a big drum sander and make them all purty and start assembling the tabletop. It will be pine legs. I got some decent pine and some bigger pine. Bigger pine's going to be the, I don't know what all the parts are called, but the leg end here. And I'm going to build a little pedestal kind of thing underneath both sides. And then I got another piece of walnut to span that distance. And then I think I'm honestly just going to paint these. I got both black and white. I'm not sure what color I want, so I'm going to try them both. Alright. So I got that, and I did this, and there was that, and those things just happened. This is going to turn into a cap. See what we got here? This is the bottom of the leg system that stabilizes the table. And I'm going to stack up 2 of these with a piece of this walnut over top to give it good contrast. So yeah, this guy was there. And I've got another one over here. just so happens, might have done some math. I mathed good. That this bugger that's left over, I should kind of give you an overall view of it. There's actually going to be a cross member that goes in between my legs. Dust collection system on the planet? Not. But it kind of works for me. So this is kind of where I'm at. These are the legs. Of course, they're white right now, not black. I used the primer on there, and then I filled in some holes and sanded them back. And you see that hole that I've got there and that little miter. That miter is actually going to tuck up into part of my cross member, and it's going to lock it in like a key. I'll have that one and that one. What I got, it's not done, but this is so you'll kind of get an idea. I'm going to take and cut that little triangle out, where that goes up into this bugger. And so that once this is actually fastened, it'll be inside there and then screwed at the end of there with another block sitting in front of it here where that also wedges in. So it'll be double secured on both ends, keeping it nice and taut. And I'm going to put wedges in this hole and then putty it so it looks prettier. I'm not claiming to be perfect at freaking doing joinery and such. I mean, it's holding up a table, or sorry, it's holding up a plate, not a house. It's a table. It's, you know, I'm not building a piano. I want it to be nice, but I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for abstract. I'm looking for different. And that's, I kind of dig this. I don't know. It's nothing like anything I've ever seen before, so. All right. I'll get those cut out. Got it ready to flip over. Look at that stuff. Fits in there pretty darn tight. Got it wedged in there. Got it wedged in there. Got a screw there, keeping it in the center, keeping it on point. We are pretty darn square. Same thing on this side. Screw there, holding that in the center and on point. And then I'm going to wedge here and wedge there. So if you want to take the legs off, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 screws per side, and the legs will pull right off with a standard Phillips head screwdriver. Everything else is Torx, just because I prefer them. You can get or the star tip, whatever they're called, T25. You just get more with them than you can out of a Phillips head. It really grips the screws well. So I got that. I am just putting the table saw over by the bathroom so I can flip this thing over and take a look at it and see how it's all lining up and everything. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Get her flipped over. Focus. So it's damn stable. I really like that gap in the middle. That's for your, milk and stuff. Whatever fixings that you're going to have for your meal. That miter locks into that joint. Holds the darn thing stupid solid. I did have to add another screw to hold the legs to the table because I forgot that. But I'm going to do a finish sand on all these edges. Clean them all up, and I'm going to take everything apart, paint my legs, put it all back together again, and I will show you the finished product, but probably not till tomorrow because I got a blizzard right now, and I probably should go home and move snow. In case you're wondering, I did sit in that chair with no back on it, and it is pretty darn close to perfect height for me, and I don't know, I'm average height, 5'9", 5'10", something like that. So, yeah, I'll show you guys the finished product. Tinker back at the shop. I got this finished sanded. to 220, and this is obviously the bottom. I did do 1 coat of polyurethane on the bottom, and I did that because I hope to still let moisture come out of this, but just really, really slow. I don't want it to crack and fall apart, and from everything I've read and seen on videos online, this is a good way to do it. So that's what I've chosen to do. And I'm going to flip this table over and tack cloth it, make sure it's nice and clean, and start putting coats on the top. And that's goes for these legs too, and their parts. I'm gonna get them all lacquered up, or sorry, polyurethane polyed up as well. And I'll just keep jumping back and forth between the legs and the table until it's done. So hopefully the next video you see will be this thing completely done. Alrighty. I'm using Minwax fast drying polyurethane. There is no stain on this. That is just poly. Let's see if I can get this and you can get it at the same time. These tips are real nice. They fan out for you. It's kind of cool. It's not too terribly hard to get a good little bit of an overlap and a nice spray. Some people prefer the painted on stuff, and that's fine for them. For me, I like this. I like the look of it. Now after I'm done with this, I'm going to come around and look for any imperfections, any little gaps. Like these gaps right here. See, I'm matching to this color. So all of my little fillers and wood pencils and so on and so forth that I've got to use to just finalize this, I'm going to pull out once this is dry. I'll match to this color. I'll sand it all. I'll wax cloth it again, and then I'm going to start putting on layers of, I don't know, I'll probably go with 4 or 5 to start. See what that looks. See what that looks like. Got it here. So that is my height. That is the guy showing the height. Good leg room. It looks good. This has been said that it kind of looks like a trough. There's a standing joke that that's for peas. You'd have to be here. Anyways, so yeah, this is it. This is the purdy. This is where it's at. Alright, remember to like, subscribe, comment below. What do you think I should do next? Should I change something on this? What do you think of this trough? Is that cool or no? Anyways, thanks for checking it out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, later.